The Arizona Rangers. I was wondering what made my shaky little coalition of pawns self-destruct. I guess I should have killed you the first time I met you. Live and learn. And now you're here to demand I go back to my father, who, don't tell me, promised to help you in return. And the sad thing is, he'll actually do it. All because in a world of warlords, he wants his idiot idea of civilization to spread. He wants borders, trading, alliances. The old fool thinks helping you will make you a friend to rely on, when really, it will only make you strong enough to attack him later. Why can't he see the simple truth? That only by ruling everything and everyone can one truly have peace. Only in empire is there stability. Submission from my subjects, peace from me. And you, intentionally or not, have made achieving that peace just a little bit easier. You've got both my brothers locked up in your headquarters. All the eggs I want to crack are in one basket. So, thanks. Nonetheless, I benefited. Now, I'm...
Liberty Buchanan? My name is Lucia Wesson, and I call you out for the deaths of my family and the kidnapping of my father. Return him to me without delay. Also, I demand satisfaction from you. Gun to gun.
That'll have to wait until we're done here. But you can speed the proceedings and the release of your father if you switch sides and fight for me.
No, thank you, Miss Buchanan. I know what my father would say to such a proposal. Unfortunately, it's not fit for polite company. Or yours.
Then you'll have no one to blame but yourself when he dies, will you? Now, where were we? Oh, right. Whatever ultimatum you're here to give me, I'll save you the trouble and give you one of my own. Go back to Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone, far from home. What do you say? Wouldn't dare. I suppose it's true. The warlords don't like a loser, and they will see this as a defeat. Fine. I can play the penitent daughter until the old man dies. My time will come. You're a prisoner.
This is Ranger HQ. Go ahead, Team November. That's amazing, November 1. How did, well, you know what? Never mind. I'd rather hear this one in person. Transport is inbound to pick up one Liberty Buchanan. Well done, Team November. Over and out.
Thank you for the rescue, friends. Forgive me for not looking my best. These savages haven't allowed me a bath or a change of clothes since they kidnapped me. I'm Percival Wesson, of the 100 Families.
Daddy? Oh, thank God I found you! I've been praying for this day.
Peaches! You're alive! I can't believe it. I was so afraid that...
Oh, but Daddy, Mama and little Percy are dead. The Dorseys killed them in the Garden of the Gods. I couldn't protect...
Hush, Lucia, hush. You would have saved them if it was possible to do so. I know that. Aren't you the bravest daughter that ever was?
I tried to be, Daddy. I went after Nelius Dorsey to get my revenge. The Rangers and I found him and confronted him.
You talked to Nelius?
I pulled the trigger on him myself. Mama and Percy, I got justice for them.
It's complicated. No, it's not. I won't lie to you, Lucia. Not when you're all I have left. Nelius told you the truth.
Oh, Daddy.
I'm sorry, darling. Truly. You see, years ago, the Patriarch asked me to get some men together and disrupt a meeting of the Dorseys, who were agitating to establish elections in Colorado. Saul, he didn't feel it was time for that yet. So we showed up in hoods, brandishing clubs, ready to teach them all a lesson. But it only took one Dorsey fighting back, and I started shooting instead of swinging. I was just so mad that they'd turn on the man who had saved us all. Well, once one was dead, we had to kill the rest, didn't we? I mean, we couldn't let my sins tarnish Saul's reputation. So we hunted him down. Until Nelius showed up at our doorstep, I thought we'd got them all. Not in so many words. Maybe I just thought that's what he wanted. He certainly wasn't displeased when I told him what had happened. He just told me to be damn sure I got all the witnesses. And we never spoke of it again.
Oh, Daddy, Mama and Percy, they'd still be alive if you hadn't killed those Dorseys. It all comes back around to you. What do I do now, Rangers? What do I do with my father? Let him live or die by the rule of law that he talked so much about when I was growing up. Yes, that seems just.
Whatever the judgment is, I will accept it. I deserve any punishment they mete out.
Then I will take you to Sheriff Daisy. Let's go home, Father. That's right. There's work yet to be done, isn't there? Daddy, will you promise me that you will go home and wait for me?
I will. I promise. I will be there when you get back. I love you, Lucia. Never forget that. Be a better Wesson than I was.
Yippee-ki-yay, cowboys. Dead Red checking in. Come back secure, you copy? Roger that. So, give me the news. Is Liberty Buchanan handled? Can't say I'm happy to hear it. Might just bite you in the ass later. Might bite all of us in the ass. I hope you're at least ready to help with the second part of the plan. It's time to bring the fight to the Patriarch's palace. Are you with me? Fantastic. We'll be ready for you. But I've got some bad news, too. The Patriarch knows you're coming. He's got the city locked down tight. Your only way into downtown is through Ranger HQ, so head that way. We'll see you there. Dead Red out. Rangers, I know I just told you to come to Colorado Springs, but we intercepted a message old Saul sent to your HQ just before he shut down the city. He wanted you to go to a place called Steeltown and settle some sort of trouble there. Well, as much as we need you here ASAP, Steeltown might be more important. The factories there make everything that keeps Colorado going. Guns, farm equipment, furnaces, you name it. If we want a smooth transition of power, we've got to keep the people warm, fed, and protected. That means finding out why deliveries have stopped and people have heard shots fired inside. Head there before you come here, but get it done quick. We can't hang fire forever. Oh, and if anybody there asks, the Patriarch sent you. Dead Red out.
November, thank God you're here. We got ourselves a situation. Some of your recruits have sided with the Patriarch and they're keeping us out of the base. And we need to get into the base. If we're gonna take down Saul, we gotta get you and your truck downtown. Unfortunately, he knows we're coming and he's blocked the city gate. There's another way, but we gotta get to the war room to use it, and these fools are in the way. Connie says as soon as you radioed in that you were coming for Saul, about half the recruits in the base revealed themselves to be Patriarch lovers, and started shooting anyone who wasn't. We came running to help, but they had the doors covered and we had to back out. On top of that, some of your friends and associates here want to join the other side, so we've been having kind of a standoff out here. You better talk to them and see who's with us, and who ain't. Thanks. We were about 5 seconds from shooting each other.
Man, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. You know I'm not Saul's biggest supporter. How can I be, when I've seen how the sausages get made all these years? There's a lot of ugly shit that goes into keeping Colorado strong. On the other hand, I've always been more of a change the system from within kind of guy. And what you folks are proposing is, quite frankly, bananas, and liable to get a substantial portion of Colorado killed. So no, I won't help you with your coup. And if you let me go, I'll probably mosey downtown and line up with the marshals. So what now? Fair enough. Guess that's as good as I could expect.
Right, who's next?
I have witnessed a darker side of the Patriarch in my time with you, Rangers. It is true. But I wanted to believe these oppressions and brutalities were acts of a desperate man in desperate times. I hoped that when his children's ambitions were curtailed, Mr. Buchanan would return to the rule of law, and Colorado would be a just land once again. But when I spoke to my father, my eyes were opened to the truth. The story of how the Patriarch ordered the massacre of the Dorseys for advocating democracy proved to me that Buchanan has always been this way, and that Colorado's miraculous peace and prosperity have been won with lies and secret murder. I cannot support him anymore, Rangers. My gun is yours.
It's not just that, friends. This wasn't the mission. Everyone in Arizona is counting on us to deliver the Patriarch's aid. And if we do this, they could starve. All of them. But I'm not blind. I've seen what you've seen, and I trust your judgment that the Patriarch is not someone the Rangers should associate with. So, though I'm going to hate every minute of this, I'm with you. All I ask is that you finish the mission. Once we take down the Patriarch, get the supplies to Arizona any way you can. Please.
Oh, Rangers. I know Buchanan's a son of a bitch, and I know he's not doing right by the people of Colorado, but I'm here for my mom and dad back home, and that's it. If I thought you'd take care of them in Arizona after Buchanan was gone, I'd hold my nose and join you. But you've been worrying me lately. You just don't seem to be thinking of Arizona and the Rangers first anymore. So, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I gotta go back and help my folks. Sorry. Good luck, and I hope to hear good things.
Right, who's next? Right. Like I was saying, the Patriarch knows we're coming, and there's no easy way to get your truck to him, as he's blocked the main city gate. Fortunately, I know another way to get the truck downtown, but we'll have to get into the war room to access it, and that's where the Buchanan-loving Rangers are holed up with everything locked down. I wouldn't if I was you. From what I'm hearing, the Patriarch's driving some kind of super tank. You won't stand a chance against him without some cavalry of your own. Your call, of course, but I'm planning on coming with you. So if only for my sake, bring the truck. You'll have to override the lockdown the troublemakers put in place by accessing the system from the computers in the garage, armory, and brig. So while doing my homework on this place, I learned there's a secret tunnel which leads directly from here to an elevator under Market Square, where the Patriarch is planning on making his last stand. Once you're in the war room, all you gotta do is use the computer to open the tunnel and power up the elevators. Then you'll be able to drive your truck right under Old Saul's feet and come up behind him. The system is called the Emergency Evacuation Tunnel, or something like that. Look for it in the computer's menu. It only gets simple once you're in the war room. Before that, we gotta fight your former friends. Yeah, I said we. I'm gonna leave my crew out here to make sure the Patriarch doesn't end run us, but I'm coming with you. Time to get my hands dirty. Let's get going.
Engage in the time-honored tradition of trade.
Colonel Death is one of our own!
I see him!
They've spotted us!
way to begin an engagement.
Woo! Good work, cowboys. Okay, now to get the truck sent downtown. Look for a button that says Emergency Evacuation Tunnel, or something like that. Well, shit. Looks like the Patriarch anticipated us. Guess we're gonna have to get to that terminal and kill that override personally. Fortunately, I know where it is. Kinda. They got it hidden away inside a secret room in the Patriarch's little museum. Our people here will move the truck to this end of the tunnel, and once we cancel the alert, it should come right to us. Which, I admit, isn't quite the same as rising up into the square in the truck and catching Buchanan with his pants down. At least we'll have the truck, right? Come on, let's go.
You're way too ice to me.
patriarch is a tyrant! This is our time to rise up!
You know, when Saul told me he was calling you in to help, I had my doubts. Told him he was making a mistake. And you never did one damn thing to prove me wrong. Least I get to say, I told you so. Just as soon as I put you shitbirds down. I won't stand by and let you destroy what's left of America. Marshals! Open fire!
Move into elevated position!
Just need a place to live. I'm so hungry.
Crash you!
Leave us alone! What did we do wrong? Go on!
We didn't do anything!
Leave us alone!